My name is Nina, and I am an art teacher and an artist. I was always an artist from when I was little. Like drawing was my thing, so I was always drawing. And then when I went to school, I kind of once I got to high school, I did really well in school, so I kind of got more onto an academic track. But then once I got to college, I saw that like all these people, all these like really smart people were being artists. So it just took me in. And when I first started to study, I studied architecture, and then that's ultimately what I worked in to begin my career as a designer. And after years of doing that, I felt I need to go in a different direction. So I thought about more, what could I do every day that was really like building this palace. Because when I was working in architecture, I wanted to build palaces, but you don't really get to build palaces that much. So every day when I'm working with kids and giving them like this gift of art and this gift of expression, it's like building this palace every day. So it's been a great experience. I guess when I was around 45, I had started to color my hair. And I don't particularly know why I started to color my hair, just because I felt like it was a thing to do. Like I had a few gray hairs, and everybody that was my age was covering their gray, and everybody colored their hair. And even when I started to color my hair, I knew that it wasn't going to be forever. So I never used a permanent dye. I was like, I never wanted to have that kind of root grow out thing, right? So I did it for like 5 years, and then as soon as I was coming up to my 50th birthday, I decided, you know what, I'm just not doing it anymore. And just because I didn't feel like it looked good, it didn't feel like me. It felt like I was always had like this hat on or something, like a mask. And it just never felt really natural, even though I was like always trying to get like my natural color. It didn't feel like my natural color anymore. And I was just genuinely curious to see what it would be like to just see how it went. How was it going to change? What was it going to look like? I always had dark hair. What was it going to look like when it was really light? So it was just kind of a journey just to see what it was going to be, how it was going to turn out. Like I stopped coloring my hair, and no one ever said to me like, wow, you stopped coloring your hair, or wow, look how great it is, or how gray it is. Like no one even mentions it. It's somehow it's evolved and it's just changed, and no one has really even noticed that it's different. Like sometimes I have to even point out to my friends that I'm not coloring my hair anymore. I always thought to myself, even like when I was working or working with kids or doing art, I always thought if you want to change the culture, you have to change the culture. So if you want to do something different and want something different to be expected, you have to do something different. So I would just tell anyone you just have to be kind of comfortable with where you are and who you are. So if that means coloring your hair, then by all means color your hair. But don't feel like it's this thing that you absolutely have to do, and don't be afraid to just try out.